It started 2025 backpacking, and this one's on what's called the Ocean to Lake Trail, and it goes from the ocean in Hobe Sound to Lake Okeechobee. Should be interesting, different. All right, started 2025. All right, so I'm about 3.5 miles, 4 miles in, and I'm hiking along, and I realize I forgot my hiking poles. Now, flat surface, you really don't need them, but guess what? I use them for setting up my tent. Those are the poles for my tent. So this should be interesting. I'm gonna do a makeshift. I'll find some large branches or something, but yeah, I can't believe I forgot them. Amazing. He looks like he wants to come out. You coming out? Nope. He doesn't want to come out. It's a pretty big tortoise. Anyway, I'm off the main roads trail and I'm on this trail now. And it's dry. It's sagebrush. Totally different, but beautiful. Just a different type, that's all. But nice. Beautiful jungle here. Really beautiful. And this goes for about 1/2 mile. So as you can see, this trail is different, but there's some pines here. It's really pretty. But it's all sand. And we're a couple of miles off the ocean. So you start to wonder how the sand got back here. Obviously at one time the ocean was here. But it's been a beautiful trip so far. So this is the first area where it's going to get a little wet, but it looks like there's a little boardwalk here, which is good. And just going to skim across this here. So it's a little marshy and wet, but as I go west, it's going to get worse. From what I understand, shin water, deep water. So that's it. So I'm about 1/2 mile from the campsite that I'm staying at. And it's supposed to be thunderstorms rolling in around 5. But as you can hear behind me, it's not 5 o'clock and this thunderstorm's rolling in. So have rain gear, doesn't matter, I'll be fine. I get a little wet. This is really pretty. Really, really nice. Totally different than anything I've been used to. But it's really beautiful out. Thunderstorms are moving in behind me. Hopefully I'll get to camp and set up before they move in totally. So I'm trying to keep ahead of the storms, and I do hear them behind me, but now I'm going into a wet area, a little swampy, but at least there's a boardwalk going over it, so I'm not getting muddy yet, but we will. Or I should say I will soon. But it's been a nice trip. But you can hear the thunder behind me. Well, now I'm getting deeper into the jungle here. And I mean, it is a jungle. It's overgrown, but it's so pretty because it's totally different. It's all tropical plants. And hopefully we'll see some flowers soon. But it's a little wetter here, swampier, but prettier. Not as dry as about an hour ago. About 1/2 mile from the campsite, and hopefully we'll be able to get set up before the storm is rolling. You know what's pretty cool is walking on these boardwalks, but then they're all built by volunteers. Nobody gets paid to do these. Volunteers come out and actually build them. So they have a love for hiking and backpacking. And the park, I mean, as far as you can see, it's just beautiful. And I'm fortunate today because it is warm, it's 80 degrees, but there's a breeze and it's really nice. See the ground here? As you can see, it's all dug up. From what I understand, these are wild hogs that dig up the ground like this. I've never seen that before. You know, when you get to camp and you see something like this, trail magic, It's amazing. Now, there is a pump, and that's not treated, but someone kindly left 2 5-gallon jugs plus extra water. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got a privy, and I've got benches, and I've got the trash, and back there was 5-gallon water jugs. So this, to me, is a 5-star resort. Well, having dinner, making ramen. Make it simple tonight. Have something different tomorrow. The storm's over, and it's a nice evening. Got the tent set up. We've got a privy right back there, which is good. And that's about it. But the sun's going down. It should be dark in about a half hour. Good morning. It's the night after that incredible storm last night. It was amazing. It lasted about 60 minutes, but there had to be about 12 lightning strikes around me. And it was scary and a rush at the same time. It was amazing. I've never, ever experienced a storm like that. I never watched a storm like that, plus being inside a tent. There'll be a video here. It's dark, but watch it, and you'll see the intensity of the lights. It was amazing. But anyway, it's a beautiful day today. It's gorgeous. Cleared out. It's going to be a great day. Having breakfast, and then on my way. I was really fascinated by this privy. I've never seen one like it before. It's solar generated. But what's interesting is it doesn't smell at all, no smells. And it's electronically decomposed. The waste is used by the equipment in the building, and it's all solar. But there is, I mean, this smells better than some bathrooms I've been in the restaurants. And it's clean, and the trail maintenance provides toilet paper. Amazing. It's a great privy. Hey, guy. What are you doing? I don't know what kind of bird this is, but he's pretty cool. He just walked up, and now he's just walking away. That's great. Oh, now I see. Okay. So there's babies, 2 babies, and that must be dad and 2 mothers. I gotta look this up and see what kind of bird this is. If anybody knows, please post it. Would love to know. Yeah, yesterday I said that I forgot my hiking poles. So I created these 2, and they work great with my tent. So at least I had something. And worked well. So I'm using them today. And it is a beautiful day. I mean, just a picture perfect day. You know, the more I hike and backpack, I have more of appreciation for these thru-hikers that do the Appalachian Trail. It's just amazing how they can complete 2,100, almost 2,200 miles in all types of weather. So what I experienced last night, I am sure they experience it too, but probably many more times. And then they got the heat, the cold, the wet. I mean, you have to have an appreciation for people who even just try to do it. Forget about completing it, but God bless them, I'll tell you that much. Looking forward to talking with them this season. So I came down the trail, and now gonna have to get to the other side. But guess what? I'll be going through this. This should be interesting. Made it to the other side, but I was up to my ass in water. I think because of the storm last night, this thing rose. Yeah, I got soaking wet this time. But it was fun trying to get through this canal. I could only imagine what they do in Maine to try to get across the river like this. Crazy. There was a tow rope there, and used that. Yeah, this part of the trail is interesting. After that canal, now I'm in basically the jungle, and I'm headed to one of the campsites. It's about a mile up. So should be interesting to see what vegetation and what flowers are here. It's really pretty though. It looks like it's opening up there. I got all the camp set up, and look at the beautiful view on this lake. It's gorgeous. And it's about 6 o'clock, 6:30, and I guess I'll make some dinner. Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful place, the Ocean to Lake Trail. Well, it's day 3, and it's a beautiful morning, around 6:30, and there's ground fog all around. But you can see where the sun is about to come up. Yeah, just making some oatmeal, and fog's still there, but having some hot oatmeal. Well, day 3 on this beautiful Ocean to Lake Trail, and I'm just headed into the sun. Here comes the sun. Beautiful day. Another beautiful boardwalk going through a swamp, and yeah, the scenery just changes, goes in and out, jungle to prairie, back to jungle. It's amazing. And then that beautiful lake last night. Couldn't go swimming because there's alligators in it, unfortunately. But this has really, really been an interesting and great trail. So different than anything I'm used to. Just when you think you haven't seen everything, it just gets nicer and beautiful. It's crazy. It's so interesting that the wild hogs dig up the trail. And I'm gonna find out why. But they actually dig up this trail, wild hogs. And now walking through, I'm gonna call it a sea of ferns. And it's amazing. The diversification of this trail is simply amazing. Well, this is where I just completed my Ocean to Lake hike, and this is the finish, and it goes from Lake Okeechobee to the ocean, and it's a beautiful, beautiful hike. Anyone in the Southeast Florida who hikes or backpacks, highly recommend the Ocean to Lake Trail. You could do a day hike, you do a section hike, you do the whole thing. It's a wonderful trail. Anyway, I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel, and if anybody has any questions about this trail, let me know. I have a great shuttle driver who gave me a ride, Darby, and she filled me in. There's some great kayaking here too. Anyway, my best. See you on the trail.